Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Mrs. Nikmatuni Ayah as Lecturer Research Methodology. Before my presentation is begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Ira Jayanti from Diploma Accounting 3 Study Program. On this opportunity, I will present about the final project proposal with the title Calculate Depreciation of Fixed Asset based on Law Number 36 of 2008. Case study on CV Cipta Usaha Mandiri or Wood Industries in Regency of Temanggung. This presentation is divided into 3 parts. Part 1, Introduction, Part 2, Literature Review, and Part 3, Research Methodology. The first part, I will explain about the background. The development of the wood processing industry continues to increase after experiencing a decline. In the first quarter of 2021, it increased by 8.4%. This is an opportunity for this company to increase its production capacity. One of the efforts made is through the management of production factors. One of the production factors is fixed assets, which are used in the company's operational activities and are one of the components in the financial statement. So it takes actuary and accuracy of calculate in its management because it affects the profit of company. The basis for calculating the depreciation of the company's fixed asset is based on the Statement of Financial Accounting Standard or PSAK and the Taxation Law Number 36 of 2008. The calculation of depreciation on this fixed asset must be done correctly because the result of this calculate will affect the size of the company's profits, which in turn will have an impact on the amount of tax that is borne by the company. However, companies often make mistakes in this calculation. These errors include determining the cost of fixed asset, determining the economic life of fixed asset, as well as calculate depreciation. Based on the description above, researchers are interested in examining the calculate of fixed asset at CV Cipta Usaha Mandiri, the application of Law Number 36 of 2008. Based on the above background, this study will discuss the calculation of depreciation of fixed asset according to Law Number 36 of 2008. The formulation of the problem in this study is how the calculate of depreciation of fixed asset in CV Cipta Usaha Mandiri according with Law Number 36 of 2008. How is the calculation of the fiscal correction due to the difference in the calculation of the depreciation cost of CV Cipta Usaha Mandiri with the calculation based on Law Number 36 of 2008 for tax reporting purpose. The aims of this research are calculating the depreciation of fixed asset in CV Cipta Usaha Mandiri according to Law Number 36 of 2008, calculating the fiscal correction due to difference in the calculation of depreciation cost for fixed asset in CV Cipta Usaha Mandiri with calculation based on Law Number 36 of 2008. Benefit of research. The benefit of this research are as follows. Increase insight and understanding of fixed asset accounting as a consideration in making decisions regarding company policies, especially in the calculation of fixed assets. Reading materials and additional reference for students who will prepare reports related to this research. The second part is literature review. First, definition of fixed asset. According to the Statement of Accounting Standard or PSAK states that fixed assets are tangible assets that held for use in the production or supply of goods or services for rental to others or for administrative purpose and expected to be used for more than one period. Article 11 of Law Number 36 of 2008 states that fixed assets are assets that are owned and used to obtain, collect, and maintain income which has a useful life of more than 1 year, carried out in equal part over the specific useful life for the property. In the regulation, the requirement for depreciation of assets according to tax provision include tangible property, assets that have a useful life of more than 1 year. Assets as used to earn, collect, and maintain income. And then, grouping of tangible fixed assets. According to SAK Tetap, a group of property, plant, and equipment is a grouping of assets that have a similar nature and use in the normal operation of the entity. The following is an example of a fixed asset group. There are land and building, machine, wood, and then aircraft, then motor vehicle, furniture, and office equipment. Based on the regulation of the Minister of Finance PMK number 96 KMK 3 2009 dated May 15 2009, it regulates the type of assets that are included in the group of non-building tangible assets for depreciation purpose effective as January 1st, 2009 as follows. Group 1. Group of fixed assets other than building that have a useful life up to 4 years. Group 2. Group of property, plant, and equipment other than building that have a useful life of more than 4 years to 8 years. Group 3. Group of fixed assets other than building that have a useful life of 8 to 16 years. And Group 4. Group of fixed assets other than building that have a useful life of 16 to 20 years. Definition of depreciation. Based on PSAK number 16, depreciation is the allocation of the amount of an asset that can be depreciation over its estimated useful life to be charged to income either directly or indirectly. Based on the PPH Law number 36 of 2008, depreciation is an expense to obtain tangible assets that have a useful life of more than 1 year, which must be charged as expense to obtain, collect, and maintain income by allocating this expenditure over the useful life of the property through depreciation. And then factors affecting depreciation of fixed assets. According to Zaki Perhitungan, the factors that cause depreciation are grouped into two. namely physical factor. Physical factors that reduce the functional value of asset are wear due to use, wear due to age and damage. And then functional factor. In determining the depreciation expense for each period, there are three factors to consider, namely cost, residual value, and estimate useful life of useful life. Fixed asset depreciation method. The amount of depreciation will be allocated to each accounting period over the useful life of the tangible fixed asset using various systematic methods. In commercial accounting practice, depreciation method can be used according to grouping according to the following criteria. Fiscal correction. Fiscal correction are adjustments that must be made by taxpayers before calculating income tax or PPh for corporate taxpayers and individual taxpayers or who use bookkeeping in calculating taxable income. One of the expenses that can be deducted from gross income is depreciation expense. This happens because of the different methods applied in calculating the amount of depreciation expense. Fiscal correction occurs due to difference in the treatment or recognition of income and cost between commercial accounting and tax accounting. The differences are as follows: permanent or permanent difference, time difference, or temporary. The fiscal correction journal is as follows. Positive fiscal correction is a correction that causes additional taxable income and income tax payable. And then negative fiscal correction. Negative fiscal correction is a correction that causes a reduction in taxable income and income tax payable. The last part is research and methodology. In this study, using research method that explain the classification of data, data collection method, data processing method, and method of writing. Classification of data. Types of data by their nature. There are quantitative data. In this research, quantitative data is needed in the form of a list of fixed assets, income statement, and statement of financial position. And then qualitative data. Qualitative data obtained in the form of an overview of the company and the organizational structure of CV Cipta Usaha Mandiri. And then type of data by search. There are primary data. The primary data used are interviews about company profiles and explanation about the company's fixed asset. And then second data. Second data in this study is a list of fixed asset, income statement, statement of financial position, and fixed asset accounting policy at CV Cipta Usaha Mandiri. Data collection. Data collection methods are interviews, literature study, and observation. That is my presentation. I think it's enough. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.